Larry and Gail Miller spent a lifetime building a financial empire and helping others. Where did it begin?
Well, I think it all started a long time ago when Larry was in a situation where he needed someone's help.
One night, driving across Wyoming with his wife and 4-month-old son, Larry Miller ran out of gas and he couldn't push the car up the hill. A man helped them.
Gave us some gas, didn't want repayment, says, no, yeah, there is one thing you can do. When you see someone out of gas, you stop and help them.
And so they did. They've gone on to share with people who love sports, the arts, and science. They built an arena, a racetrack, and a ballpark, car dealerships, movie theaters, and a college campus.
I'm told that this campus is the single biggest donation to any community college in the nation.
The Millers built the Salt Lake Community College campus in Sandy from scratch and then donated it to the school. It's designed to train people in automotive repair and the culinary arts. It'll educate the next generation of entrepreneurs and peace officers.
I think there's just a real need to have quality education, and when we can do something that allows the population to better themselves, to get into things they want to do and carry the torch forward, I'm all for that.
Is it their largest gift?
Would be the biggest, well, yes and no.
50 million though?
Right. Joseph Smith Papers, I think, will eclipse that before it's done.
The Millers set up a scholarship program for their employees' children. Each college-bound child is eligible for a full ride to the most expensive in-state public school or an equivalent amount of money if they attend another university.
I always hear with philanthropy that as you give, you realize in the long run you're getting back. You think you've retained employees over that and kept people in the company? That's an awfully nice perk.
Oh, I think absolutely. It is one of the things they talk about all the time. In fact, I was in some meetings this week where I would say 6 or 8 people thanked me for that particular perk, and some of them said, we have 5 children, we're not going anywhere, we're staying right here.
But there's a special place in their heart for the approximately 70 minority students who are using the Millers Enrichment Scholarship Program.
At the University of Utah, we've set up a scholarship so that any of the, I believe there are 7 federally recognized minorities, any student who is a first-time college attendee who belongs to one of those minorities can apply for a scholarship at the University of Utah, and it is a full scholarship with room, board, books, a stipend, a mentor, and a job at the university. So it really integrates them into the university experience because these kids have never gone to college or had anyone in their family that has gone to college, so that experience hasn't passed down in their lives. So to be totally immersed in it makes all the difference.
Larry Miller believed making a difference in the life of the young was crucial.
Young people are the messengers we send to a time we'll never see.
That was one of his favorite. He felt that was very important because we can't live forever, but what we teach can live forever if we pass it on.
The Millers are involved with another project a little farther up on the hill. They donated $10 million to the Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I think the way we got involved with this is that Larry and John just really were such good friends and admired each other that they were interested in helping each other because they had common goals. John was Larry's mentor early.
Ironically, the donor became a patient.
Larry was here, not for cancer, but I spent a lot of time at this hospital visiting Larry, and it's a great place. It is one of the very best, and of course it's the most comfortable I've ever seen. It's just a patient's dream.
When Larry Miller decided he needed a new arena, it was a business decision. But what started as a business...
Well, it's become a gathering place. It's a place where people can come and have a good time, enjoy their families, which is what Larry was about. That's a lot of the reason he did many of the things he did, so people could enjoy being alive.
Under the theory of if you give, you get back, what's been your favorite event here?
I'd have to say the Olympics was probably, well, there were 2, the Olympics and the playoffs, the NBA Finals.
While it wasn't a charitable effort, Larry Miller sacrificed to build the arena.
The sad part about that was he was so intense with it and so focused on it that he totally ignored himself, and that's about the time he was diagnosed with diabetes. That's my regret.
There are people who would like to have your fortune so they could go to Europe, they could go lay on the beach in Hawaii or do whatever. So you have all this money and then you spend your time with scholarships or building a campus or donating somewhere or doing this arena. What's the motivation there?
I think the motivation is that that's a whole lot more fun than being lazy. We never did have a lot of toys or do a lot of traveling together. It was just more of who we were to do what we did, and that was satisfying to both of us.
Before Larry passed away in 2009, the Millers created a business plan for the 21st century and beyond.
It's a really great business. It would be a shame to let it just die. So in order to do that, we set up a foundation that would allow the company to survive the last living grandchild, and we have 23 of them. The youngest one is 18 months. That's the idea, but all of the businesses will become part of the foundation. They'll be sold off and the money will go into the foundation so that the foundation can be used the way it should be used, for philanthropic purposes.
So the business empire ends with the grandkids, but the foundation work goes on
The
beyond that?
foundation will go on forever as long as it's managed right and there's money in it.
Because of their lifelong commitment to improving the lives of others, Larry and Gail Miller are the recipient of the Pioneers of Progress Award.